Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is King Bobus and today we are starting a brand new challenge series on hardcore Minecraft called the Bed-Locke. Now, what is a bedlock? For this challenge, I will be restricting the use of beds by locking them behind tasks and objectives that we have to complete in order to use them. These challenges will start simple, but as the playthrough progresses, they'll get more and more difficult. The challenges for the most part will follow a very similar structure to a typical Minecraft playthrough. Build a house, get diamonds, make it to the nether, things like that. But later on in the series, things are going to get a little more difficult. And throughout the series, I also am going to be sprinkling in some extra little challenges that will take us off the beaten path and cause us to think outside of the box. This idea is heavily inspired by the ink ribbons from the Resident Evil franchise, so along that same vein, I'm wanting to try to space out some of these challenges. That way I can maximize the benefits of sleeping, because as this is going to be played in hardcore, things will get progressively more difficult the longer we stay awake, typically and most importantly with phantom spawns. Those things can be a really big pest and a big hindrance when it comes to trying to accomplish anything outside, especially when you have more aggressive mob spawning, a higher quantity of mob spawning, and special variants that can only spawn in hard mode. So ideally we're going to be able to keep those away the best we can, but again, in later parts of this series it's going to get more and more difficult to stave off the phantom hordes. So the ultimate goal for this series is to beat the game by defeating the Ender Dragon. Once we defeat him, we can lay our head down one final time on a grateful universe and finish the series with one last rest. So without further ado, let's begin the Bed-Locke. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. The world name, of course, is just going to be Bed-Locke, and we are playing on the hard difficulty with hardcore mode enabled. In terms of advanced settings, here's the world seed in case you want to take a look and play on this world yourself. In terms of the rest of these settings, the only two that I'm going to be enabling is show coordinates. It makes it easier since there's no menu like there is on Java version. So I'll be able to see my coordinates, note anything down, anything interesting. And then I'm also going to be enabling show days played. This is really useful in terms of keeping track of what day it is, as well as being able to easily distinguish in case there's any situations where we're underground, we can't see when the day has passed or things like that. And it's also just kind of helpful to see how many in-game days have passed since we started the playthrough. And then everything else I think I'm going to keep pretty much the same. Don't really need to set anything else differently. So let's go ahead and create our world. We are playing on Bedrock, and that may seem a little interesting to some of you, but I do have a method to the madness. One, Bedrock just runs really well. It's very well optimized without the need of any mods, and it's also the more difficult of the two versions. Specifically, some of the enemies and some of the mobs in Bedrock version are significantly more difficult, including the Wither. So I just figured it'd be more interesting to play on the Bedrock version as opposed to Java. So first things first, let's get wood, as of course that's always the goal. But let's take a look at some of the challenges that we are going to be getting ourselves into here. Like I mentioned, each episode is going to have its own set of challenges that we must complete before we can sleep. And for episode 1, our challenges are as follows. First, we want to gather the necessary resources to craft a bed. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. Just enough wood and enough wool to make a bed. One thing about this challenge is that I am restricting the ability of myself to loot any of these items from, say, villages. So no grabbing a bed from the village, no grabbing crops from the village, nothing of the sort. I want to, everything that I get, I'm going to have to craft myself or find via other means. No stealing allowed. So the second challenge that we have to complete for this episode is craft a full set of stone tools. That includes everything from your normal axe, pickaxe, and sword, but it also includes the new spear as well. I myself have never really gotten the chance to use some of the new features. It's been a while since we've played Minecraft, but I am pretty excited to check out some of the new stuff. There's a frog. Actually, the spawn is quite interesting. I haven't really talked about that yet, where we've spawned in kind of like a swampy biome, but we do get some of these firefly bushes, which are some of my favorite blocks in the game. So I'm definitely going to be taking a few of these to place around our future home. And speaking of home, that is the final quest for us to complete, is we need to find a suitable place to call home, and we need to go ahead and clear that area out, get it ready for building our home. So I don't want to just set down a dirt shack somewhere, call it a day, and be like, yeah, no, that's totally my base. Yeah, that just doesn't seem very interesting to me. Of course, other people may have differing opinions on that, but for me, I'm not a huge fan. So go ahead and grab these. These are one of my favorite flowers in the game as well. Just real quick, I'm going to... The music is very nice, but it's also rather abrasive. There's specifically one track that I think is very, very obnoxious. For the most part, I do enjoy some of the newer tracks that has been made for the game, but I definitely do miss the original tracks made by C418. I kind of wish that more of those were still integrated into the game, as opposed to being replaced wholesale by the new music. But that's neither here nor there. In terms of any bonus challenges for this episode, the only one that I would like to complete is tame either a wolf or a cat. There's no real rhyme or reason to this challenge. However, I do want to make bonus challenges a more integrated part of this series, and I'd like your guys' help to do that. So if you guys have any ideas for any kind of bonus challenges that you want to see me try and complete while I go through this series, then feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. I read every comment and would be happy to add those to the challenge, give you some credit, give you a shout out for it. Of course, within reason. Please don't make me fight the wither naked with my bare hands. That just doesn't sound like a good time at all. But within reason, I'm happy to add it to the playthrough. As we go ahead and collect the rest of this stone here to break our pickaxe, we're gonna go ahead and get some tools crafted and try to start making our way towards a potential place that we can call home. We also need to be on the lookout for some sheep. I haven't seen any sheep like at all, so we definitely want to keep a lookout. I could go ahead and just craft all of the tools that I need right now, but I'm gonna craft an axe, a pickaxe, and a sword just for now. Put those all down in my inventory, and then continue moving on. In terms of where I would like to build a base, I would love to find some kind of island. I thought about it quite a bit while planning this series, and I just think it would be so cool to have this like survival island base that we kind of use as our main hub, and we can use boats and the new Nautilus, I think is what they're called, to kind of get around and complete the different objectives for each episode. I think that'd be really cool. Plus, just survival islands are just cool in general. You don't really find good survival island seeds anymore, it seems like. It seems to mostly, the generation has gotten a lot better over time, but in that pursuit of the generation getting really better, really good, I should say, you don't really find any kind of wacky, crazy seeds too much anymore. Of course, if you go hunting for them, you're sure to find them, but not me. I just don't have the patience to continuously make new worlds, and then if it's not anything crazy, delete it. I don't know, it just sounds really tedious to me, but definitely not knocking anybody who likes to do that. That's not going to yuck your yum or anything. Oh, nice, we got 2 sheep, so let's go ahead and take both of them out. And that's going to give us 2 wool, and more importantly, food. Definitely, I feel like the hunger here in hardcore just goes down like crazy. And this is actually pretty nice too, finding pumpkins right off the bat. That will be helpful for a later challenge in the series. So definitely going to collect all of these. These are also very useful now that we have a brand new golem in the game. I have not played since the copper update, so I have not seen the copper golem, but from what I understand, it's pretty useful when it comes to building storage systems and stuff like that. I want to grab a few of these poppies as well as take out this cow. Okay, nice. So I think we should probably smelt up a little bit of food. Using some of this and some of this. Oh my gosh, look at the baby chick! Yeah, the new baby update that just came out is some people are actually pretty upset about some of the new designs, but honestly, I've got no dog in the fight. I think anything that makes the mobs look cuter, I'm totally down for. And honestly, the chick looking like the tiniest little peep next to what's arguably already a, I don't know, kind of cute mob. I don't know. Consider the chicken cute? I maybe. But some of the baby animals do look a little derpy. I'm not gonna pretend like they don't. I think the horse I saw has the really like wide face, and that's certainly an interesting decision. I hear a skeleton in that cave, and it's actually getting dark, so I would rather not mess with him if I can. I'm going to collect this copper. It's actually got quite a few uses now, but I do need to find an area that I can either easily defend myself or keep myself busy through the night, because that's another aspect of this. What in the heck is that generation? What in the world? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's like a huge chasm. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes. Another aspect of this series is that I do not want to cheese any of this. Whether that's cheesing any of the boss fights, or cheesing through the night. You know, no digging a hole and sitting in it until nighttime passes. I want to be continuously making progress, even if that comes at the risk of losing. So we're gonna keep traveling on here. No dirt huts or hidey holes for me. There isn't too much that I'm worried about right here on the first night. Mostly just unexpected creepers and skeletons. Skeletons would actually be detrimental to us at this point in time, so I'm not going to engage with any of that. And actually the zombies are pretty scary too, but oh god, especially baby zombies. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, okay, you know what, I talked a big game, like I wasn't worried, but maybe I don't like this. Alright, so I'm kind of walking back the way I came because there was some ocean that was out this way, and I would like to travel in the ocean if I can to find an island. Okay, water's not too bad either. I guess the river. Although we will want to avoid running into any drowned, because that would also not be a good time for us at all. Okay, let's... I really don't have any clue about where I'm going, but I do know I just don't want to be standing idly by. The longer you stay in an area, the more difficult the area becomes. Holy crap. Oh, it's a slime. That makes sense. I do want to collect these blue orchids. Slimes are deceptively dangerous, especially in the early goings, so I don't want to engage in any fisticuffs with him, but I will admire him from a distance. Spider's like the one and only mob that I'm actually super invested in killing right now. Skeletons would be nice, but I'm not willing to risk it right at the moment. But spiders are good because using the string to make fishing poles and things like that, and oh my lord, we got the whole zombie squad. Oh, double skeleton spawn too. That's very, very nice, very kind. Okay, I see a mountain in the distance. That's good. This is a huge swamp biome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be very happy to make it out of here. Let's just travel in the river once again. It's just a sea of brown. Okay, here we go. Finally some blue waters. Alright, so there's a birch forest biome to our left. And to the right, there's like a hills biome. Let's just keep heading this way. Hello, Enderman. I don't want any... Oh my god. I just nearly ended the run right there. It's just to run. That's what's gonna make this challenge well, challenging. He's wearing full copper armor. Is insane work. But yeah, that's part of what's gonna make this quite a bit more difficult, is because I have to be making progress at night. I can't just avoid the creepers lurking around the corners. So I have to be extra careful when I'm traversing the world. It's another spider. I'm definitely gonna snag some string from him. Thank you. Okay, I'm seeing maybe a flower field biome, which I'm definitely interested in. And some more sugarcane, which, of course, I'm always interested in. Oh wait, it's a village. Okay, so we found a village. Again, we're not gonna use it for, we're not gonna be stealing any of their... Oh god. What is that damage? Wow, he hits incredibly hard. Okay. Okay. That was almost really bad. So let's try not to do that again. Okay, it's almost daybreak, which I'm very thankful for. Looks like we have a spruce forest, which is not terrible. I'll tell you what I'd like to do though. Let me grab our crafting table, and then I want to make a boat. Okay, here we go. Gonna make our travels in the water a little bit faster. We don't have to go swimming. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it looks like a lot of forest, but the river continues on, so we're gonna follow this river for a little bit here, see where it takes us. We got more spruce, more spruce. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the spruce and taiga biomes. They spawn the foxes, which is cool. I do enjoy the foxes. Oh my gosh, he's got the spear. I did. Oh my lord, that's horrifying. Because the spear gives you the added range, but I think it also gives them added range, and that is a big salmon. Oh my lord. That boy has been eaten. Yeah, no, I don't want to mess with a zombie with a spear. I don't want to mess with zombies at all. Holy crap, he like punched me and did like 5 hearts of damage. I am not trying to mess with that at all. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna keep following this river, and I'll pop back in if anything interesting shows up, or until I well, I mean, find what I'm looking for. Okay, so the river ended, so I'm back on foot. I unfortunately do not have a bone to feed you, Mr. Wolf, so I'm going to let you go about your business. And I'm going to continue. Now that is a hairdo if I've ever seen one. Mr. Chicken, I was not familiar with your game. Ow! Okay. So yeah, so this is a... This wouldn't be a horrible place to call home, I suppose. Go in here, grab a little more of this copper while I see it. Because we can actually make a full set of copper armor very quickly. It's actually, you know, it's made leather even more obsolete than it already was, which is actually quite an amazing feat, because leather armor was already something that I feel like not a lot of people ever used. Me, definitely. I don't think I ever used leather armor except for in very rare circumstances. And oh, look at that. Ice spike biome. Okay, so we're coming up on an ocean, which is actually really good, because that means we could find us an island. Lava pool. Yeah, so we could find us a island. I'm not really interested in the ice spike biome. But it's kind of cool to know. Hey, look, there's Nautilus. So those are one of the new mobs. I can't remember. You feed them something and you can tame them, but no idea what that was. Ooh, there's a ruined nether portal as well. We'll go ahead and go down there and check that out as well. Oh yeah, you would be down here. What do we got? Okay, we got us some goodies. Oh. Didn't really get to see exactly what all we got out of that, but I do see we got a sharpness 1 golden sword out of it, so we'll take that. For the no stealing rule, that's not going to apply to ruined nether portals and stuff like that, of course. To me, that's like a treasure item. There's nothing wrong with that. Same with, you know, finding any kind of resources or anything in there. I think that's totally fair game. I just don't want to be stealing from the villagers. In the early game, I feel like that is just such an easy way to skip a lot of the difficulty early on of trying to find food and stuff like that. You can just steal it all from the villagers. So I decided I don't want to do that. But let's see if we can't find us a island. Looks like we're gonna hit mainland again, which is totally fine. Oh, those are some tall trees, tall spruce trees. Not dark oak, is it? No, that's definitely spruce. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna keep on hunting around a little bit, and I will come back as soon as I find something interesting. Okay, I am back, and you would not believe what I found. I finally found a nice survival island. Yeah, check this bad boy out. This couldn't have asked for a more perfect island. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. This is really pathetic. Uh, so yeah, I just thought I'd come and show you guys that this is you know, I appreciate the energy, but I need something to go a little bit bigger than that. So yeah, we'll check back in once we find it. Okay, so I'm back. I did not find my island, but I did find this really awesome bamboo jungle. And I think it would be pretty cool. They did add a bunch of new bamboo building blocks. So I'm thinking maybe it could be cool to also just live in the bamboo jungle as well. Try building with some of the new blocks and building us a nice little house in the jungle and kind of going at it like that. I think that could be pretty interesting. As you can tell from our coordinates, we've been boating quite a while and haven't really found any good islands to settle down on. So instead of just kind of searching the ends of the earth forever and ever, I think that I might just go ahead and settle down there in that bamboo forest. And that'll also maybe allow us the opportunity to tame a cat as well, or at least an axolotl. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and settle down there. It's gonna be a little bit dangerous at the moment because the bamboo forest is a very dense biome. So I am a little hesitant to just run straight in there. But I think the moon is starting to go down now, so it won't be too much longer before all the mobs despawn. So you know what, we ball. Let's go ahead and do it. I do want to. Oh, I got lodestones, fire charges, flint and steel, some obsidian. Okay, we got some decent stuff out of that little thing. But I'm gonna drop a quick furnace down and throw some pork chops in there. Get those cooking. That's a couple of spiders. Get some use out of this golden sword. Didn't drop anything. Tell you what. I don't like the fact that the zombie can see me from all the way over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of him. That dolphin actually scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Brother, come on. Thank you. Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Okay, nice, okay. So it's about to be daytime, so I feel a lot more confident in going ahead and stepping off the boat. Grab that. Grab some more of this. We got a couple of pork chops to sustain us should we need it. And yeah, that's a really dense... Oh look, it's a parrot. I really like parrots, I do. That blue one is actually really... You know what? You know what? I was just getting ready to say that I don't like the fact that they can mimic certain hostile mob noises. But literally looking at the blue one, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't care. Okay, so I have some seeds. Wait, where'd the blue one go? No. I wanted the blue bird. There's a dog. He's a little different than the wolves I remember. Anyways, we'll just keep a lookout. Oh, there he is. Oh no. Being guarded by a skeleton. Yes. Let's go. Okay, I don't need one arrow. Okay. Come here. Just click on you. Oh yes, now he's on my shoulder. Oh no. I don't know why he's making this really awful flapping sound, but I don't know if I like that or not. Go ahead and collect a bunch of this bamboo if we can. What the? Okay, let's get him off my, Okay, there we go, there we go. Yeah. I don't know why you were doing that, buddy. I don't know why you were doing that, but anyways, let's go ahead and find us a little place for us to settle down, I suppose. That's gonna be the, it's gonna be the, next task on our list. There's some watermelon, which we'll definitely go back for, because that's, again, very good to have. I think I'm definitely going to be building using the bamboo itself, not so much the jungle wood. But the bamboo is, I remember when they first added it, I loved using it as kind of a home defense, because you could plant it all around your base, and it was really difficult for mobs to kind of get through it. Let's keep on moving through here. Not super picky in terms of where I want to settle down. Just some kind of like a little alcove area would be kind of cool. Let's take a look. Oh, the brown sheep. Interesting. I'm slightly bummed at the fact that the different sheep colors are no longer kind of just dependent on like a base rarity anymore. It's more so the biome that they're in. I'm like, ah man, that's kind of lame. Let's see. I don't want it to be too far into the bamboo because then it's a little difficult to get in and get out. Man, this area is kind of nice. I could build it in the trees. Oh man, when's the last time I've built any kind of tree house? Can't even remember. Let's put on a crafting table though, first and foremost, because I think this area right here is really good. It's a nice wide open area, kind of away from where all the bamboo is. And I think if we make it up in like the tree canopy, like pick one of these really tall ones as kind of the main tree, like maybe this guy right here. Yeah, definitely this one. Let's go ahead. Excuse you. Okay, I definitely don't want these. Okay, there we go. Okay, make a chest. And let's just kind of dump some of this stuff in here that we're not going to need. I might need the bamboo. Sure. Okay, I'm not sure why the parrot is doing that necessarily, but I'll tell you what, I don't think we have any string to make scaffolding, but I think we've got, do we have dirt? Maybe we don't. Oh, come on. One thing about the jungle that's a little annoying, that there is going to be some dark spots around. Guess let's just go ahead and make blocks of bamboo, and then turn those into bamboo planks. That's a little convoluted, if I'm being honest with you, but it's alright. Go ahead and build up, up, and up, and up, and up. Kind of near the top of the tree. Yeah, I think this tree right here is going to be perfect. Maybe I'll pull one more. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Like that. Okay, and then let's break this. break this. That's kind of part of this other tree here. But I want to kind of get some kind of yeah, I'm not sure why he's doing all that flapping nonsense, but oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and head back down. Because we need to, I think we're just going to have to make a lot of ladders. Okay. 42, maybe a little bit overkill, but place all these. Okay, this will take forever and a day, I guess. Okay, perfect. So now we have a way up here. It's a little precarious, if I'm being completely honest. Okay. Oh, there's a wandering villager down there. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up here, and I'm actually gonna make the parrot sit down. Oh my gosh! I have no idea why he was up there. Oh my gosh. That was horrifying. But he's gone now, so do I have like anything to cook? I do. Okay, cool. So my crafting table is unfortunately down on the ground. I'm gonna grab some of this, make another crafting table, drop this down. Just place it right there. And I don't actually know why I needed the crafting table. Ah, maybe I do. So I think what I need to do, what I should do, is I should make at least one piece of charcoal. That way I can make a few torches to place up here, because my lord, I do not want to do that again. But neat. Perfect. Okay, now we should be able to make at least 4 torches. Perfect. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And we're gonna have to do a lot of lighting things up down there tomorrow. A lot. So in the meantime, I think we're going to smelt up this raw copper that we've got, and we're going to make some sticks from our bamboo. And we are finally going to finish our second task here, and that is craft a full suite of stone tools. And that goes ahead and checks off the second mission. The first mission is also checked off. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, it's we completed that one very early on, getting the wool. That was definitely the easiest of these challenges. The last one here, we kind of have half of it down. Find a good place to build a base. I think we've accomplished that. But clear out the area. Yeah. Yeah, that has not happened yet. So we're gonna have to do that here. You know what, Parrot? I don't appreciate you doing the creeper sound right now. This is not what I need. It's not what I want. There's a lava pit over there, I can see. But anyways, so let me check my inventory, do a little bit of reorganization. It's kind of all over the place right now. We're not going to need that right away. I'm going to drop the torch right there. I'm going to bring the spear down, just in case I need to use that for whatever reason. And the axe, I don't think I'm going to need the axe. Not going to need the axe right away. So let's make some blocks of bamboo and some more bamboo planks, and let's see about making this platform. No, stay down. Okay. Making this platform a little bit wider for us. Okay, I don't actually need those. Break all the vines, because those will mess us up a little bit when we try to maneuver around this. Okay, cool. So from here, I want to make this 2 blocks wide. Break this real quick. Okay, and this is not 2 blocks wide, so extend this. Oh, extend this. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to put my axe in my inventory if I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay, here we go. Get this, and perfect. Okay, nice. So now it's 2 blocks on all directions. So now I'm gonna make a bamboo trap door for our little entrance. All right, perfect. We got us a little base of operations to work from. And now what I would think I'd like to do is maybe try to cut down maybe this tree. It's because it's really close to our current one, and maybe actually connected to our current one. Okay, so yeah, maybe that was actually connected to our tree, which is totally fine. We don't need all that sitting right there anyways. But this is definitely not connected to the main tree. So what we can do is do a little bit of this right here. Okay. That's about as much of that as I'm willing to do. So let's build back up here. And now we should be able to actually quit doing that. Smelt this, we're gonna smelt something, because at least then we can make 1 coal. No. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to craft this into planks first. Oh, what? Wait, did I not just, what just happened right there? Why did I not get any jungle logs? Okay. I don't really know what happened just then. Oh wait, I'm such an idiot. They're in the furnace. Okay, they're in the furnace. Okay, okay, okay. So make one set of jungle planks, which we then use to make the jungle logs into charcoal. And then with the ingots that we made, so now we can make a chest plate and some leggings. Kind of gear up a little bit as we prepare to take on what is going to likely be a very difficult fight. Okay, but we definitely want to collect some charcoal. That way we can light that area up. That way it doesn't continue to be a hindrance to us. Because that's, you know, I like the idea of building up here in the trees, but because there's just a lot of natural shade that comes about by doing that, it's really difficult. We use the burnt wood to make more burnt wood. Look at the sheer amount of mobs. That's disgusting. Oh, oh my god. Yeah, okay. Alright. This is gonna be easier said than done, I think. But it's gotta be done. Gotta be done one way or another. Okay, so we got 29 of these. So, I guess there's, oh my lord. There. Look at this. This is actually disgusting. I just, what do I even do with this? Okay, here we go, back up. Oh my god, this is actual insanity. Actual insanity. I think really the only thing that we're going to be able to do in this circumstance is go away for a few moments and kind of let things despawn. Because I don't actually think it's possible to, for us in our current state, to fight all of this. Okay, so that's the plan. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and leave the area, kind of give all of this stuff a chance to despawn. Because yeah, that's actually kind of ludicrous. That I think that's the most mobs I've seen in one area that's not because of a spawner. That's actually insane. I will take the bone though. That's actually so true. We could end up getting a dog and that could help us a little bit in that fight, but against the sheer amount of mobs that were over there. Oh my gosh, look at the baby turtle. Oh my god, he's so derpy. But yeah, against the sheer amount of mobs that are over there, I don't think we're gonna be able to do much of anything against them. So I'll tell you what though, we'll go ahead and mine a little more bamboo while we're over here. It's gonna like absolutely destroy our sword, but The more building blocks we can get, the better off we'll be, right? Grab those. I won't break the bottoms of these, just so I can kind of keep coming back here and farming more. Because it actually takes a lot of bamboo to use as building blocks. I guess I should have realized that, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until I started. That it was, you have to make them into blocks first, and then you can use them as building materials. Like turn them into planks, which is a little bit convoluted if you ask me, but I do understand it. It does make sense logically why it's that way. Here we are out of food, so I'm gonna grab up some of this melon. That way, if we do go back there and have to fight at least a little bit, because most of the stuff that's over there, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the spiders. I'm not worried about the zombies. It's mostly the skeletons and the creepers. Those things being in such high numbers, oh my lord. Okay. Yes, let me cook. Nice. Okay, there are definitely monsters in the cave down below. That's totally fine. At least the entire area around my base is now not covered in mobs. Because that was actually ridiculous. Okay, an Enderman spawned, but that's like neither here nor there. Okay, nice. So let's go ahead and craft maximum amount of these. Now I'm not going to be completely building the house. I just want to kind of get a bit of a foothold in this area. That way, in the next episode, we can work on actually building our house. So I'm going to grab some wood because we're going to need that for chests. I'm going to do the cardinal sin and leave that floating just for now, because I can't be bothered to collect it just yet. Okay, and let's go up here, place down a chest, and start moving some of this stuff up here so that that way we have a clear inventory in the next one to start working on getting everything put together for our house. Okay. I actually think we'll need that. Okay, let's go back down. That's another blue. Another blue parrot. Okay, here we go. Grab the rest of that and bring it up as well. Alright, so got everything in the chests, got our inventory looking a little bit better. So yeah, okay, we got a lot of good stuff here. Got us a nice little foothold here in the jungle. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I'm going to go ahead and say that this last and final task is complete. So we now have all the materials, all the stuff to make a bed. check that off. We got all of our stone tools, another check, and we got ourselves a nice little place to build a base. And in the next episode, we're going to be expanding upon that, getting it all built up, and really making it go with this series. So the only thing that's left to do is, I guess, should grab all the materials we need. So I'm going to be grabbing our poppies and our wool, and finally our oak planks. And first things first, we're going to make 3 red dyes, 3 red wools, and now we have the classic red bed. So I'm going to place that down, and here, once nightfall comes, which is in just a few moments, we're going to be able to sleep. But in the meantime, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and for coming along on this journey with me. I hope you guys stick around, and again, if you have any suggestions or challenges, anything additional you want me to try to do while we complete this series, please let me know in the comments below. Be happy to hear them and try them out. Just a bit of a forewarning, for this series I am going to be making these videos in batches, as I think the back half of this challenge is going to be a lot more difficult than the front half. So in that case, if you leave something in the comments and I don't get to it in the next episode, please don't worry. I promise I will get to anything that is put in the comments and add it to the challenge. It just may be a little delayed and a little bit later. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming to check it out. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more, because I am pretty excited for where this how this challenge is going to go and whether or not we can survive it. So hope you stick around and watch it with me. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and take our first rest of the night on the 3rd day, where we would actually be getting phantoms right now. So it works out really well. So I guess all that's left to do now is say goodnight. Got me upside down.